Harry! This is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was a ring? Oh, blah, 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 blah. No, was a dragon god. I was about to say what's a reincarnation. No, that'll be later. But other than that, this is part 3 of what I uploaded like 6 months ago. I should probably do a recap. Should I? Yes, because I was actually gonna do this way earlier until my whole family came in and annoyed me. So let me do a recap. Oh, before I even go do a recap, go subscribe to Anime Sensei, Iconic What If, and Obito What Ifs. Link will be in the description. But other than that, yeah. What else do I need to talk about? Absolutely nothing else. Let me do a recap. So, Naruto Uzumaki, who is actually able to only use elements of water, earth, fire, and other things. Of course, Naruto can easily, well, not easily, he is a dragon god. So, of course, the dragon god kind of like spin the wheel, choose someone random, and other things like that. Pick Naruto, his name popped up. Yeah, Naruto's that. He's also, his only friend is a bear. Yes, Naruto was friends with a bear 6 years, and so he met the bear at like 6 years old. Is still friends, so even though he's 12, he fought against Hiruzen to be on the team by himself. So the team that he's on a team called the Dragon Team, and his only other teammate is Bear. Is a black bear, a black American bear. Okay, I gotta be specific because I feel like people are gonna know anyway. But of course, Naruto went to the academy, still had the Heppen and all that. He also did defeat Mizuki, as you mentioned. He kicked the shit out of him, easily killing him. But other than that, Naruto and the bear went to the academy. And of course, this is where, well, everyone was scared shitless when there was a bear. And of course, Naruto, he was actually okay if Shikamaru was on his team. Naruto just had to fight against Hiruzen again. Hiruzen didn't want to fight him, so just let Shikamaru just switch teams. So Asuma was kind of sad that Shikamaru kind of left his team for Naruto. Of course, this is where Naruto, Shikamaru, and the bear went to a shop called Higurashi Shop. This is where, well, Naruto, he wanted a blade that was like kind of pointy and spiky and all that. And of course, has shown Tenten and Higurashi how to make it and all that, like only like a design of it. Of course, that was the sword he wanted with chakra metal made out of it. But of course, he also wanted weights, chakra weights, and non-chakra weights. For chakra weights for himself, non-chakra weights for the bear, and Shikamaru just got a Tonto. So yeah. So that is where I last left it off. Now, we begin into where I last left it off. So yeah. I know some people are going to be like shocked. Oh my god, the Potato and I became so lazy and did a recap? Yeah, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited, okay? So yeah. That recap was actually kind of a recap of previous part 1, but it's kind of just mixed. Just don't get excited. But other than that, let's go. Let's begin. So, we go into Naruto. Naruto and Shikamaru and the bear are right now, and also Choji. I should mention that Choji was also signing a paper just to be on the team with Shikamaru and the bear and Naruto. So yeah. So of course this is where Asuma is sad and crying because of the fact that his team is like split the fuck up. Ino wanted to go, but there was a bear, so she didn't even try. Of course, this is where both Naruto, Shikamaru, and the others, they didn't need to do a test, so they went to just go on and, well, start the missions. Of course, every time that Naruto and Shikamaru and the others did kind of go into, well, the office to get the, like, tests and all that. Not tests, I mean the jobs, like the D rank missions. Of course, when they get there, multiple teams were screaming, and I mean multiple teams are either getting, tuning, and even joning. kind of screaming, "Why the fuck is there a bear on a team?" But of course, no one questioned the Hokage, so everyone kind of just ignored it. Some Genins were screaming and almost died. A girl with, well, a girl with red eyes, black hair was confused why there was a bear. And of course, Naruto just doesn't give a fuck. He just walks in, gets the fucking mission, they go do the mission, they come back, they finish the mission. Yeah, Naruto, Shikamaru, the bear, and Choji do so many missions, but also train. Naruto is, well, he does train what's it called, Choji and Shikamaru. Shikamaru decides to learn a Tanto because he doesn't have a sensei, so he has to learn it by himself. Of course, he doesn't need to learn it by himself. Naruto knows how to use swords. So of course, Naruto blocks multiple times in trying to kick at, well, Shikamaru. So yeah, he's using 2 daggers while fighting against Shikamaru. This is where Shikamaru, he's dodging. Choji, he tries to use expansion jutsu on the bear, but the bear managed to block the attack with just a palm strike. This is where Choji is amazed that bear can easily block them. Now, of course, this is where, well, that keeps happening. And of course, both Naruto and, well, Shikamaru has been fighting with different weapons. Of course, Naruto's using elements to make creation of weapons. So yeah. Of course, that's happening. Well, what's it called? Choji and, well, the bear are right now fighting. Now, the bear is right now whooping the shit out of Choji so easily. Like, he jumps in the air and decides to, like, down punch at Choji. Choji trying to block it with his arms gets cracked. Of course, he goes to the hospital. Yeah, people are gonna have to heal him, but yeah. They actually ask Choji sometimes, and how the fuck does his arm just keep breaking? Well, Choji explains that he fights a bear. People think he's crazy, but yeah. Now, of course, if you want to mention how the bear kind of fights, like, think of it of like Jujutsu Kaisen's Panda. Panda. Yeah. And if you're wondering why I didn't make this bear an actual panda instead, I don't know. At that time, when I made that what if, or this what if mostly, I was just thinking of an American black bear, okay? Nothing Pacific. Actually, it was something Pacific. It was, I think, during, no. Was it during, what's it called? When I was in school still? I don't remember. But at that time, I was just doing this. Don't know when I actually did the what if, but yeah. So, of course, we go into, well, the team. Of course, this is where, well, we only did about a 2-month time skip. Yes, Naruto, Shikamaru, and the others have been doing so many missions. In 2 months, they managed to do about, well, 300 D-rank missions. And of course, Hiruzen wanted Naruto to do other missions, but Naruto refused and did only D-rank missions, just to annoy Hiruzen. Hiruzen already knew that Naruto's pretty damn strong. The bear is strong. Shikamaru and Choji are strong. Stronger than they would have been with Asuma. But of course, Asuma has to just train Ino, and it's a one-man team by himself. Not really. He actually got 2 other teammates, and they're just OC characters. But yeah, they won't be They won't be that much important. But yeah, Asuma has been complaining to Hiruzen that he wants his team back. Hiruzen says, "You want your team back? Let me go give you another team." Okay, shut up. What's it called, Asuma? Asuma's saddened, but yeah. Of course, after going to go do more D-rank missions, Hiruzen had enough with Naruto and threw a C-rank mission at Naruto. Naruto had to, well, grab the C-rank mission by just like, he almost got hit by like the scroll. Of course, Naruto grabs it with fast reflexes. And of course, this is where Naruto says, "Yo, what is this? Another D-rank mission, Hiruzen?" Hiruzen looks at him, glares at him. Hiruzen says, "Naruto, that is a C-rank mission. Go do your C-rank mission." Naruto says, "But Hiruzen, We haven't even break the record of doing 1,000 D rank missions. Harusan says, why would you need that many missions? When a spy, well, whenever there's a spy, guess what? That spy is gonna feel the pain on reading how many D rank missions we did. Harusan looks at him. No. Naruto said, and I say, fine. So, of course, they go do the C rank mission. The C rank mission is to help someone, well, a noble girl that's in her village. Now, of course, they are not the only ones going on this mission. Another team is going. Team 15 is going, with their sensei being with blue hair and wondering where's the other team. Until, well, she's just looking around thinking what other team that Harusan kind of assigned them is, well, kind of interesting. She doesn't know why she needs another team assigned. And Harusan says that this team is special. This is where she was wondering, what the hell does they mean about special? Now, I should mention her three students. One has black hair and red eyes named Raven. Another one has scarlet red hair, kind of like tingish blue eyes, and her name is Scarlet. And another one has what's called fully white hair, blue eyes, and is named Kaya. Of course, they're wondering what the hell is even happening. This is where they look at their sensei name, Sayana. So yeah, no, not, Sayana. So yeah. Of course, Sayana looks at them and says, This is where Naruto and Shikamaru, Choji, and even the Black Bear just walks past him. This is where the gate guard says, Halt! Where are you going? Naruto says, oh, hey, what's it called? What is those gate guards' name again? Wait. Both Kitasu and Azuma kind of looks at Naruto, and they kind of just stop Naruto and say, where the hell are you going, Naruto? Are you going back outside the village to train? Naruto says, no, not really. I got a C-rank mission to go to some noble girl and help her with her village on some bandits. I don't know. Harusu's just pissed that I've been doing about 300 D-rank missions. That's where Azuma and Kitasu says, yeah, we know. You basically beat the shit out of every fucking Genin squad out there. Without even having a Jonin sensei. Naruto. I would be proud, but at the same time, I'm kinda not jealous of the fact that you did this. Naruto says, well, yeah, he's kinda pissed. So, we're going. This is where Kitasu says, it's strange to see Harusan wanted to throw you into a C-rank mission without a Jonin sensei. And it's fine. Don't worry. When I come back, I'm gonna go do 1,000, D-rank missions. They look at Naruto, and Naruto just starts walking away. Naruto starts waving bye. The bear follows Naruto. And Shikamaru and Choji follows Naruto also, or mostly the bear. So yeah, this is where, well, they did look at the C-rank mission and say, okay, yeah, you can go. This is where before Azuma was about to give Naruto the scroll again by throwing it at him, the kind of bluish haired girl, Jonin Sensei, kind of grabbed it before Katsutsu was about to throw it instead of Azuma. She grabbed it, kind of opened it and read it. This is where she realized that this is the squad that she has to go on about. The squad that did 300 D-rank missions that has a bear, has Naruto Uzumaki, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Aburame. Or not Aburame, Akamichi. I always confuse their clans because the reason why is they both have A's. A's in the beginning, so I always get confused with them. I don't know. But of course, this is where, well, she realized that this is the squad that she's going with. Katsutsu grabs the scroll and says, excuse me, but I need to give that to Naruto. Naruto catch. Naruto grabs it easily. And of course, Naruto just keeps tossing it up and down. And this is where Naruto's waving back, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto says, we should probably get there in less than a couple of minutes, shouldn't we? He turns around and looks at Shikamaru, Choji, and the bear. This is where all of them nodded. And of course, Shikamaru and Choji does understand the bear now. Because the bear actually, he can actually talk his language and also talk another language. Naruto actually managed to do a magical spell that will allow the bear to talk normally. And of course, this is where Shikamaru and Choji were scared at the first time, but then they're just okay with it. So this is where they say, yeah. So this is where before Team Sayana was about to go, well, Team 15 was about to get towards Naruto team, all of them just speed blitz. Naruto being the fastest and actually just cracks the ground underneath him and blows up dirt and rubble and other things off the spot where he was at. The bear just jumps up and starts running in 4 legs really fucking fast. And this is where Shikamaru and Choji, they don't get left behind. Choji kind of just leaps off the, ground, up in the air, and kind of keeps just jumping up and down. He kind of just puts what's it called, let me talk about this. He uses his mass. He kind of when he jumps up, he uses his mass to go up. To kind of make his mass to go up. So he can go higher. Then if he's going down, he puts all his mass down so he can crash land, and then he jumps back up. He does that to get into somewhere faster. He knows that he can't run fast, but something easier for him to do. Shikamaru is another case. He uses his shadow techniques, not his shadow techniques to go faster. Not really. He uses his, Kekakenkai, shadow release, to summon out a wolf. Just like Jujutsu Kaisen, Fujigo's to summon out a wolf or anything like that. He summons out a wolf to kind of ride on and kind of just run really fast. He gets too lazy in trying to run really fast, so yeah. He doesn't take his training serious, so he just decided to create his own stuff. But yeah. This is where Team 15 is all shocked, and right now has to kind of keep up with Naruto's team in 2 days. The reason is because they all got to rest, but Naruto's team gets there in about, not even 1 day, in a couple of hours. Naruto gets there in only 30 minutes. Naruto was so fast. Naruto's actually going to the speed of light. Reason why is because light is an element, and he is the dragon god. So that means he's basically all elements. He discovered this when he was fighting against Shikamaru. He figured out that he can use light anywhere part of his body. He used light to get away from the Shadow Paralysis Jutsu. Near his feet to light it up and then kind of punch Shikamaru in the face. So yeah. Of course, this is where, with that happening, Shikamaru was kind of knocked the fuck out. This is where, when he's fighting against Choji, he can actually turn his arm into steel. So yeah, he has to figure out other elements. There are not the actual 5 natures of elements, like the 5 natural elements. Fire, water, earth, lightning, and wind. So yeah. Of course, the bear, he can actually put chakra into, his, hands and feet. To kind of increase it. He figured that out in the 2 months. But not in just 2 months that he just figured that out. He also figured out that he can actually put chakra around his hand to make his, not claws, to make like a cloak around his hands. Bigger, like a claw shape. But kind of like shaping his, a cloak kind of appearing. But also turning into a claw of his hand. But yeah. But I should mention one thing. The bear's chakra is actually different. It's green. Because it's nature chakra. The bear is so much, he is so much compatible with nature chakra. Not his own, it is his own chakra, but nature chakra, he can easily control it more. Because he is one with nature, so yeah. Of course, Naruto can also use nature chakra, somehow. He doesn't know what it is, but Naruto is actually a dragon god. And since dragons are also something compatible with nature, since they are lizard, they are a creature, he's compatible with it. Shikamaru and Choji does not know anything about nature energy, but yeah. Of course, Naruto gets there in only like 30 minutes. He's waiting for everyone. He knows that he's gonna have to wait for everyone. Of course, this is where, well, Naruto has something behind him. He has his sword. I should mention what it looks like. So this is what Naruto has. The Thorn of the Deep gray beard, whatever. This is the weapon that Naruto has behind him. That he has behind him. So, of course, the sword, if you want to know where this kind of webtoon is from, or kind of, I forgot the other name for it, but it's called Overgear, so you can go check it out, but yeah. But of course, Naruto has that sword behind him, and of course, it's all wrapped up in a kind of, like, just a small sheet, so, yeah, it's all wrapped up, so no one actually knows what it is. But it's all wrapped up in a nice looking long sword. But it's really not a long sword. So of course the garp, the thing that's the handle and all that is actually a dragon head. So Naruto has it like that. But Naruto is waiting for his teammates. The second person that came in 40 minutes is a bear. But before Shikamaru or Choji can get there, Naruto and the bear already fought against bandits when Shikamaru and Choji managed to get there. Shikamaru got their third and Choji got their, fourth. Now, of course, Shikamaru and Choji, it took them a day to get there, but yeah. But of course, there might be some holes that are kind of left by Choji, but it's fine. Naruto and the bear, they were fighting against bandits before the day was over, because the bandits came out of nowhere. Now, of course, Naruto didn't use his sword, but mostly burned through a bunch of them. Well, the bear kind of just killed them and ate their bodies. Because, yes, it's a fucking bear. He's still hungry. He's gonna eat something. Naruto doesn't mind. He doesn't feel hungry or starving or anything like that. So, he's just, like, chills. So, yeah. I should probably turn off this light to, piss me off. So, of course, this is where, Naruto, he's just chilling with the bear. The bear just finished eating some people. But yeah, of course the day is over for Naruto. And the day isn't over, it just started. But of course this is where they go to the the village, and of course they meet the noble girl. The noble girl is named Savannah. Yeah, Savannah. Or not Savannah. Samia. So yeah, Samia. She's a noble lady, but of course her parents died, and of course she's the only one taking care of this village. So of course she is kind of telling Naruto's team, but before she met Naruto's team, she was scared shitless with the other villagers who are trying to protect her, who are like the guards, were scared shitless when they saw a bear. Of course Naruto says, hold it. Don't you dare attack my friend or my teammate. And of course, Sabiana says, oh, I'm sorry about that. I think I call her Samia. I'm calling her Sabaniana. Sabaniana. So, of course, she says, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for attacking your bear. Naruto says, it's fine. The bear can speak anyway. The bear says, yo. This is where all of them got scared. But yeah. Of course, she thinks it must be like some kind of ninja becoming a bear or something like that. Maybe that's a jutsu or something. So, yeah. This is where, she explains that, she needs help on some bandits problem. There's been too many bandits around this part of, the village. Well, not village, mostly area, and has been attacking the village. And, of course, the village is kind of poor, like, have you seen? We've been being robbed, getting robbed, and even getting robbed during trades. So, of course, please, ninjas, please help us. She begged, and even begged to Naruto. Now, I should mention one thing. She is, 14 years old. She is still kind of young, and of course, she's just begging and crying towards Naruto. Naruto doesn't know how to handle this, so of course, this is where Choji steps in and says, don't worry, miss, we will help you. This is where Shikamaru says, it's such a drag, but okay, we will help you, we're ninjas. We do what we do, since this is our mission. So yeah. Of course, this is where Sabiana says, thank you. you can stay here in the what to call palace as long as you need. So it's not much of a palace. It's just a large mansion. But yeah, of course, this is where Naruto got his own room, and of course everyone else got their own rooms. But yeah, of course, this is where Sayana, who in her team managed to get there the next day when the daylight was actually going down. And yeah, the next day up here, she talks to the leader. Of course, this is where Sabiana was confused when they met Sayana, or Sayana's team. This is where Sayana kind of talks about, oh, you must have met the first team. They're pretty damn fast. When did they got here? A day before you came? This is where, Sayana says, where are they right now? Right now, they're kind of doing a mission. I don't know what kind of mission they're doing right now, but they're right now just running around killing bandits left and right. This is where, Raven decides to turn around, go outside and let her kind of Jonin starts to talk to the, person on it, with her other two teammates kind of listening. Raven is just walking around until she hears, something fly past her. Shoo! A bandit already knocked the fuck out. This is where Naruto appears. Right now his hair is glowing kind of a bright bluish lightning color. Naruto was using lightning, and that's how that person flung back. Or not lightning, a grayish color. Naruto's eyes were also gray but slicked. Yes, Naruto's eyes are slicked because they are dragon. Naruto says, excuse me? He thought that this girl named Raven was actually a civilian. So of course Naruto, he killed the fucking, bandits by just cutting his head off by using Winsa, by manipulating, but yeah. Naruto walked away from Raven, and of course the Raven says, I'm guessing that's the other ninja team. Team Dragon or whatever. This is where, Naruto keeps running around, finding more bandits. Finding them even in the houses, like they try to live and all that. Trying to run this village and all that, slowly. But of course Naruto kills him. What's it called? Not Dragon. Next is Shikamaru going around and easily finding, more bandits. And this is where he summons out two wolves by using his shadow release. And of course these two wolves kind of just eats the bandits really fast. This is where Shikamaru says, what a drag. He just yawns. Okay, I need to yawn real fast. Okay. Me yawning, acting like yawning for Shikamaru made me yawn, okay. But of course, this is where, Chochi was the next, and Chochi was squishing, squishing 2 to 3 bandits by just splanting them with his, large hands and all that, but yeah. Of course, we go into the bear. The bear just clawing at idiots, mostly a bunch of bandits. And of course, there weren't much of a match for the bear because the bear just ripped through them easily. Roar. Scaring the shit out of them shitless because of the fucking bear and they're right now getting killed. And of course, the bear has talked to other bears that are around the village. And of course, the bears kind of says that bandits has been being near here. And of course, multiple bears have not gone near them because, they want to protect their children. So the bear kind of explains that they're here, he's here. And they should not be worried because they're just pathetic humans. So, yeah. And also the bear says, also humans taste delicious if you have never tried it out. They taste pretty good when you burn them alive and taste just like chicken. This is when the bears are confused, but this is where this bear says, don't worry about it. Now, I should probably name this bear something else. So, his name is Kuma. So, yeah. Kuma just means bear in English. Or, in Japanese mostly. But, of course, this is where, Kuma is just right now eating more bandits. But, yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto and the others manage to get back to the Kana mansion, and this is where Naruto kind of meets Sayana and her kind of 3 students. This is where Sayana says, so you must be the team leader in this. Naruto says, Shikamaru is the team leader. Naruto walks away. Shikamaru goes, No, 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 no. Naruto, get back here. No, no, no. You're not making me going to just deal with this. I'm tired also. Let me go back to sleep. This is where Shikamaru looked behind him and tried to look for Kuma. And Kuma was already gone. He went to just sleep in his kind of own room. I'm mostly next to Naruto because, yeah, Naruto and the bear are kind of best friends. So, yeah. So it goes to sleep in Naruto's room, but yeah. And this is where he looks for Choji. Choji sneaking away slowly away from Shikamaru. Shikamaru says, "You traitor." This is where Choji says, "I'm sorry, but I gotta go get the I think I left the stove on." Choji said. This is where Shikamaru says, "We're not in the village, you fuck." Choji says, bye. He just ran into his room. Shikamaru says, "Damn traitors." This is where Sayana looks at him, and she knows that she's talking to a Nara, and the Naras are so damn lazy. But yeah, of course, this is where Kaya and even Scarlet are right now just looking at Shikamaru. Shikamaru says, "Well, it's getting late. I should probably head home and go to sleep." And yeah, well, bye. Shikamaru walks away, going to sleep, opens his room, and goes to sleep. This is where Sayana says, "Fuck. Why the hell do I have to deal with more kids?" This is where Kaya and Raven and the others kind of went to go to sleep also in their own rooms, but yeah. Of course, the next day happens. Sayana is already woken up way earlier to kind of talk to, what's it called, Naruto and the others. And she kind of waits her for a good 3 hours. Seems that they didn't wake up. She goes into the room saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." She opened her eyes and sees that they're gone. Naruto woke up way earlier. He doesn't need sleep that much, but he wake up way earlier. Just because he didn't want to be awkward and talking to this random Jonin sensei. And of course the bear noticed Naruto, so the bear kind of followed Naruto. Shikamaru, he knows damn well that he woke up earlier also, because he didn't want to like deal and talk with the Jonin instructor. So of course he jumped out his window and kind of just decided to go do what he do best. Be lazy and probably let his shadow creations kill bandits. Choji, he wakes up. He yawns. And of course he knows about the Jonin instructor. Because yeah. And of course he jumps out like 2 hours later from those two that already jumped out. And of course he jumps out and starts running. So of course, this is where the Jonin instructor realized that they basically dipped on her and went to go to their mission. She is kind of screaming in her mind, "Fuck! These little fucking brats." But yeah. Of course, is where, well, we go into Naruto. He is actually dealing with a S-ranked ninja. Of course, Shikamaru and Choji are also dealing with kind of A and B ranked ninja. The bear is dealing with a C ranked ninja, but yeah. Now, these rogue ninjas are actually the cause of why there's so many bandits. Now, of course, there's bandits littering around, the battles. The reason why, it's kind of 2 hours later, but yeah. And of course, Naruto, he was kind of walking with Shikamaru and the others. And of course, Choji was kind of catching up. Of course, when he gets there, he kind of just talks to Naruto and the others why they wake up so early, or yeah. Of course, this is where, well, they all had the same idea not to talk to a Jonin instructor until this mission's over and they get back to the village. Naruto was worried about that kind of part. He knew that what the call Hiruzen is going to put like some kind of Jonin ninja assigned together with their team because they don't have a Jonin instructor. So he knew about that happening. So yeah. Of course, this is where, well, they are right now dealing, 2 hours kind of passed from them kind of talking about that. And we go into the fight. There was a bunch of bandits trying to attack them, kind of ambushing them, but they all died. And of course, these kind of ranked ninjas appear. An S-rank ninja decided to fight against Naruto. A B-rank ninja decided to fight against Choji. An A-rank decided to fight against Shikamaru. and the bear was fighting against some C-rank ninja. Now the bear easily whooped the shit out of the C-rank ninja and kind of eat him alive. Kind of taste salty, but yeah, that's what he said. This is where, well, Naruto was actually doing too many commotion attacks, and of course fighting against this S-rank ninja. Now this S-rank ninja was specialized in weapons, in a weapon that he had. This kind of big great sword. It wasn't like what's it called? It wasn't the size of what's it called, Zabuza, but of course it was kind of a big. It's a good size sword. Of course, he tries to attack Naruto with it, but Naruto, he pulls out his own sword and easily cuts down this S-rank ninja. So easily, and just like blinding speed. It was just so fast. The Naruto easily cut him into 5 million pieces. Now, of course, Shikamaru, he summons out, what's it called, with the Shadow Creations, a elephant to kind of shoot water for him, and then kind of make, what's it called, a bird that was already lightning around him. If you want to think about it, it looks like Fujigaro's kind of technique. The reason why I gave this technique to Shikamaru, the like 10 shadow technique, is because, well, Shikamaru can use shadows, Fujigaru uses shadows. I don't know, I just click well with myself. I don't know, with themselves. So, but yeah. So of course, Shikamaru is kind of using like shadow, what's called manipulation, to do creations of animals, but also have like the shadow techniques of what they call Fujigaru. Now Choji, he easily beat the fuck out of this B-rank ninja. This B-rank ninja was a tall, muscular man, but he just got easily punched in the stomach with a metal fist that was expanded in the stomach. So yeah, Choji, his what's it called, element release, or mostly a kind of rare element to have, is metal release. So yeah. So of course Choji just beat the crap out of him like that. If you want to think about it, it looked like Choji just says Gamma Gamma no Mi, third gear, punch the shit out of this man. So yeah. That's what it kind of looked like. But Naruto, his eyes were glowing into a kind of brightish color like this. But he just like kind of just let it kind of that. The reason why is because he was using more elements than just two. He was using water, fire, and lightning at the same time. The reason with the fire, he wanted to burn this person after him cutting million pieces by using lightning, but with also water, kind of like not water, mostly what's called wind in his blade to make it much sharper. But yeah, of course the pieces behind him all burn, and yeah. This is where Team Sayana, well, mostly Team 15, managed to get there and see the commotion and see that a bunch of ninjas are dead. Naruto's right now sleeping. Right now his sword is all covered up because he knew they were coming. But yeah, he's not trying to rebuild his sword. So yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, they're kind of shocked. And of course, this is where a bunch of bandits will stop going after the village, realize that the village is actually way powerful than they thought, and of course they didn't fuck with them. So of course, where Naruto's team, they're rewarded with what's called gratefulness and all that by the kind of, well, leader of it, and being that of Savannah Yun. And of course, this is where she's very happy. She gave a letter towards Naruto and told it to give it to Horusa and Sarutobi, and yeah. Of course, Sayana and the others are kind of shocked to realize that the mission's over in 3 days. Well, not 3 days. In 1 day, well, kind of 2 days they got there, but yeah. Or not 2 days, so 1 day they got there, but 2 days Naruto and his team was there. Now, of course, this is where, well, Sayana wanted to talk to them before they actually split. Like, they all just disappeared. They all kind of just vanished in an instant before she can even talk to them. And she realized that she can't keep up with them. Then she looked around and sees that, well, half her teammates are also gone. That is meaning Scarlet, Kaya, and even Raven are gone. Raven is right now, like, catching up near, what's it called? Well, Shikamaru. Kaya is actually catching up to Naruto. And, well, Scarlet, she is also next to, well, Raven. Raven, she had a crow summoning. And of course, Scarlet just had it to neutralize Shikamaru. by using her blood manipulation. This is where Kaya is trying to get close to Naruto using her light speed, because Naruto is just using normal speed. And of course, Naruto notices. This is where Naruto uses darkness to kind of make a domain of darkness around him and Kaya. So Kaya will kind of like her jutsu will be neutralized. This is where Kaya widened her eyes because there was a domain of darkness. And this is where Naruto says, "Why are you following me?" This is where Kaya says, "Damn it, this is bad." Naruto then appeared right next to her, and Naruto just knocked her out, making a clone and telling this clone to kind of go towards Sayana or whatever her name is. This is where Shikamaru, he noticed the two girls kind of following him. Shikamaru says this is such a drag. He then makes not five. He makes about 5 different wolf shadows. He's already have one, but he then jumps into one of them. And of course, this is where the 6 wolves all split up. One going behind, one going backwards. Or not one going backwards. One going backwards, one going side, left, right, and even forward. This is where all of them, not Kaya, Raven and Scarlet widen their eyes, wondering which one is it. This is where, Scarlet then uses all of blood manipulation, blood rain, to hit all the shadows, and they all kind of just poof into shadow manipulation. This is where, Scarlet missed one, and this one had this bag on it, and Raven says, I guess this guy is dumber than we thought. This is where Raven, she throws a kunai at the wolf. It kind of poof into shadow, and the bag fell over. This is where when they get there and Raven tells the Raven, the actual bird summoning, to land. Of course, they kind of go to look at the bag, and the bag has absolutely nothing but just some blankets. This is where both Raven and Scarlet just widen her eyes, and Shikamaru was actually running on his feet. He's already near the village. He's actually way faster when he just runs on his feet, but he never tries. Choji, he gets there in, a day because he's kind of slow. Bear gets there also, and Naruto's already there. This is where Sayana's team gets there a day later, but yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto already told Shikamaru, Harusa and Saratobi, and Harusa's wondering where's the other team. Naruto says, "Oh, we dipped on them real fast before they can even talk to us." Harusa says, "I see. God damn it, Naruto." Naruto says, "You're welcome, Harusa." Harusa says, "Whatever. Have a nice day then." So of course they all leave, and yeah. Now the next day there was another C-rank mission, and this C-rank mission is to help Tazuna. But with that, I'm gonna leave it off here. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, and potato. Have a potato day, potato night, and I already mentioned that. Bye bye.